Sense of adventure, surprise, and beauty are the things that call me to cruise. So I'm going to talk about those three things for a couple minutes today so that maybe I can convince somebody else to love cruising as much as I do. What I was talking about when I gave you those few lines was when I arrived at Barbados. There's a city called Bridgetown in Barbados, and that's in the Southern Caribbean. It's a wonderful place to visit. And so when I open my eyes to the warm breezes that I like to sleep with my cabin door open and you can feel the tropical air coming in to hit you. The kaleidoscope I saw is when I looked out, they have beautiful greens and the different plush trees, and of course there's a wonderful rainforest there. The blues that I saw were the shades, the different shades of the water. The first time my husband went to one of these places, he kept saying, "Look at the blue, look at the water," and everybody knew he was a first-time cruiser. So then there was also a lot of red. There was reds in the housetops, reds in the flowers, reds in the people's attire. So it's just a wonderful experience to look at that type of thing. Then I stepped out into the patio, and that's when I saw the flurry of activity. There was people loading and unloading the supplies that the passengers need. There's loading and unloading of other things that people ship. There's all the early risers that are hailing taxis, trying to get to destinations known and unknown. So I said I was going to talk about the adventure, the surprise, and the beauty of cruising. Well, as far as adventure goes, I love adventure, but I'll tell you, I do not love roughing it. So if I can get someone to sell me in and out of a foreign country or another place, then that works for me. I don't like making beds or cleaning the room, so it's not that hard to take a little extra tip money so that that can just happen magically. Then I like eating, of course. So a lot of the adventure is going to a lot of the local places where you stop at the different protocols and trying the local cuisine. It is quite an adventure and also a surprise at other times. So then there's also adventure in coming back to the room and deciding, what am I going to do? Am I going to the disco? Am I going to just relax? Where am I going to eat dinner? Who am I going to hang out with? So those are all things that are adventurous to the kind of traveler that I am. Next, I wanted to talk about the sense of surprise. I'm not really one of those people that researches much where I'm going. I may look at the map and try to get an idea of where that island is in relation to where I live. But I like things to hit me as they come. I just like to feel the experience of not knowing what's going to happen and going along with the flow. So some of that adventure is looking at the local arts and crafts, palling around with the people that are trying to sell things. There's also watching some of the scoundrels out there that are trying to prey on non-suspecting tourists. So all of these things are forms of adventure that are interesting to me. And as I said earlier, I like to do things as they come. So we might jump on a tour, we might take a bike ride, we might go on a little hike, we might go shopping. All these things are what I consider to be really fun and surprising, since I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. But the other surprise that I like is at the end of the day, after you've been at the location where you are and you're looking forward to going to your room and you're wondering, I wonder what kind of towel animal or beast I'm going to have on my bed this time. Because as you know, there's a lot of creative stewards out there, and you just never know if you're going to see a monkey hanging on the rafters or what you're going to see. But that's always a fun thing to do. And finally, the beauty of traveling is wonderful. There's the literal beauty of the places you see. You know, I don't care what people say about film and video and still pictures. There's no film or video that can do a rainforest justice. And I've been to a lot of rainforests along the Caribbean and other places, and I just don't see how that giant fern can be done justice in a video. So another thing that I like is the different things that you see, and I call it beautiful, visiting homes of different pirates, visiting plantations, visiting tombstones of people from long ago. These are all places that I think show beauty and things that people valued in the past. But then there's also the beauty of getting back to your room, cleaning up, going on deck with your Diet Coke, sitting back as the ship takes off, you have the warm breeze on your face, and you have the thought in your mind of opening your eyes the next morning at the next port of call. So if you like adventure, beauty, and surprise, try a cruise sometime. Toastmaster, please.